Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LaShawn McCoy. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. This is McCoy. He's able to get 6. A nice pickup down to the 21.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Caught. Right side. It's Lewis. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Texans now. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Come back, come back. Black 99 Philly.
On 2nd and 10, Watson dumps it complete to Miller. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll bring up a third down.
Come back, come back. Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're currently the best in the NFL in converting on third down, so it was no surprise there that they picked that one up.
And they've done it in many different ways throughout the season, Charles. Picking it up, running it, throwing it, just effective on third downs all year long. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A shotgun snap for Watson. And he's got Miller. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Play action from Miller. Now Watson escaping the pressure right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I know our vantage point here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they've got it here with a first down. So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease.
And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Zach Cunningham coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to go down again. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side.
They got his man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
Here's Watson now on second down. He's going to sling it. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 36 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post. And most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. And this one through the uprights and good. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here come the Bills. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far. And after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going. And really the offensive line not helping him much. Left side here. Caught by Clay. And he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball.
Get a completion.
You get a catch.
Yeah.
But still,
no yardage.
Okay.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Here's Matt Darr now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And now out comes Houston. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The drive starts with Foreman on the ground, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw on second is Watson. Flush to his right. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Houston after this timeout.
Richmond. Tiger. Two jet.
On first down, Watson. Being chased out left. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well, what we call those broken plays? You can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. On 1st and 10, Watson. Under pressure here, and down he goes. sack back at about the 43-yard line.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was the strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Tiger, tiger, tiger. Tiger, tiger, tiger.
Watson. Flushed out right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Richmond, Richmond. Come back, come back.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And he finds his man Griffin. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a first down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. He's going to launch this thing. Wait, and this is caught inside the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Come back, come back.
From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with it. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's McCoy, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Allen now looks to throw. He gets this out to Foster on the right side. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
No, check, Patriot.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Bernardrick McKinney coming in hard on the blitz. He gets him down for a loss of 4. Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Watch him now, Barney.
On 3rd down, Allen. Caught on the right right side by Jones. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. It's a big play for the Bills on third down. 42 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Operating from the red zone now. Allen, he couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. Third down here. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for two, but this is up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this up.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have broken the tie. And he'll bang that one through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills getting set to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Detroit!
The Bills on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Now, check. Patriot!
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Come back. Richmond. Tiger.
Now a first down throw. Watson forced out to his left. He's letting this one go. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too. So
the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Watson on first down. Buying time to his left. This will be caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans will extend their lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and get the running game going with McCoy. Space to maneuver at the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season. And the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is. But I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
Gone! Detroit!
Allen now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Lewis. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Roger Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd? And they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Well, of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
Yeah, my bad.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Come back!
Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On 2nd and 10, Watson being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
Richmond.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
Detroit!
They go play action here on 1st down. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Back now in Houston. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time. And it's 2nd down. Easy to tell who they're targeting on this drive. He caught the first 2 passes, but then this time unable to hook up.
But I don't think that stops them from continuing to go back to him, do you?
No.
I mean, they've got a plan. They're trying to execute it.
And after that second catch, I saw him in the huddle. He said, hey, let's go back one more time. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Come back.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And out across midfield down to the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Reset.
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans have broken the tie. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, That's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Now Watson. And an alley to run. And he slides to avoid the hit. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown.
Remember the one-dimensional tight ends who just put their hand in the ground and block people? Well, if you're that guy now, you're probably a fullback in an I-formation offense. These tight ends nowadays can do everything. Block, run, and catch. Beautiful connection for a touchdown.
Fairbairn now to kick this one away. On the return, it's McKenzie. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Now last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now McCoy. Pretty move by Shady. Rashawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills draw a bit closer. Hauschka with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Miller, even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stopped short of the 30. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, this is by Thema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Come back, come back.
Throwing again is Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. It's caught inside the 25. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. 57 yards. And we continue to see another example here of offenses just going for it.
And this game has really turned into a receiver's dream and a defender's nightmare because no one's being stopped throwing the ball downfield, and points are going on the board.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Texans will add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. On the return, it's McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He finds Ivory here. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, Allen. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Caught. This is Ivory. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8 that moves the chains.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. To throw, it's Allen, escaping the fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Texans scoop it. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And now out comes Houston.
Richmond. Reset.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's got Fuller. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Dancing to his left. He's letting this one go for Fuller. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Come back.
To throw is Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Lorenzo Alexander in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.